Hi, everybody. It's Paul. Hope you're having a really good day. I want to share with you a question that I'm getting asked a lot at the moment by estate agents and letting agents. And this is, do I need a lead nurturing system if I'm generating leads using Facebook or perhaps social media? So a lot of estate agents and letting agents are using Facebook to perhaps promote online valuation tools, or perhaps e-guides, or perhaps some other form of lead generating activity. And before I answer the question, do I need a lead nurturing system? I want you to understand, first of all, that your leads that you're generating on social media are pretty much falling into sort of three categories, or three lanes of speed, depending on how quickly they're most likely to take action. So if you can imagine, they fall into either a fast lane. So you can imagine these as lanes. We've got fast lane, which would be your fast decision makers, pretty much book a valuation straight away. So perhaps you put an online valuation tool out there, you give them a call, and they want you to come round straight away to give them a valuation. Then we've got a medium lane, speed wise, which is sort of people that need nurturing but a little bit longer, people that perhaps need a few months of lead nurturing. They need to see a few emails from you, they need to receive a few text messages, read a few of your blogs, perhaps do a bit of research out there before even making a decision that they want someone to come round and give them a valuation or use your services. And then there's the slow decision makers, where people perhaps are 3, 6, 12 months away from even making a decision. Now, research has shown that a lot of these people will actually fall into the medium to sort of a longer term lead generation. So in those two other lanes, medium and sort of slow lanes. And one of the things that often agents don't do is actually look after those people. They leave a lot of money on the table by perhaps nurturing those quick decision makers, calling them, sending them that one email and expecting them to take action straight away. But most of your leads are going to be in those other two lanes. So you need to make sure that you've got some system in place to look after them. So that's going to be a system that's sending out, weekly emails, text messages, phone calls, and perhaps some even retargeting over time to make sure that you're taking them through a bit of a journey. They're getting to know, like, and trust you. You'll position yourself and your brand as an expert in your local area, answering questions they might have, and make it very easy for them to reach out to you when ready. And perhaps even a system that will tell you when people are taking actions and you should be giving them a call because they are now ready. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of the time these leads aren't these quick leads that everyone wants is because Facebook, if you're using Facebook, Facebook is a very good platform to predict what people are doing next. In fact, Facebook is predicting what you and I do next months in advance. It could be 3, 4, even 6 months in advance. It will know perhaps what we're doing. And that's because it's looking at all the behaviors and actions that we're taking on Facebook and off Facebook. And it has over 50,000 data points on us. So it's matching them all up and it's working out what exactly we're going to do next. So you can see why some of those leads now perhaps aren't ready straight away. They probably don't even know they're going to be moving, but Facebook has actually guessed this could be what's next in their journey. So make sure you've got a lead nurturing system that's going to look after those leads over the longer period, but also think about, that fast initial speed to lead. We do want to make sure that we do capture all those fast decision makers. There will be some on social media, on Facebook, so don't worry, you will have some valuations and people wanting to use your services straight away. With those people, the important thing is speed to lead. You've got to make sure that you're getting in front of those people straight away within the first 5 minutes. And there's been research on this that after 5 minutes, your chances of converting a lead is a lot less. So you've got to make sure in those first 5 minutes, they're getting a phone call, they're getting a text message, they're getting an email. And obviously, we can't always phone these leads straight away because maybe it's a lead that came in late at night or last thing on a Sunday. You want to make sure you've got a system in place that is covering your back and it's sending out those text messages and emails to try and start that conversation, trying and engage with that lead and make sure that it's keeping them warm, ready for when you can have that conversation. Now, also, it has been shown recently that a lot of people are starting to prefer to actually engage by text message or email, or perhaps even other methods of communication before actually a phone call. So if you are making these phone calls and you do feel that a lot of the time people aren't answering your call, it could be because they just don't want to talk to someone they don't know straight away, and they prefer to start that communication with you with something like text messages. And we've seen some great results by putting text messages into that lead nurturing. So do bear in mind that not everyone wants a phone call straight away. Some people nowadays might want to start the journey with text message or even something else such as WhatsApp. There's other methods out there as well. So bear in mind those things with regards to long-term and short-term nurture, the different paces that people fall into. We use a product called Movepal. There's loads out there, lead nurturing systems. You can set up your own by using sort of CRM systems, email CRM systems, and also connecting things like text message systems using Zapier, which will allow the CRM and text message systems to talk to each other. Or you can use sort of out-of-the-box products like we do a lot of the time. Movepal is one that I'm involved with, where it will literally send text messages and nurture people over a period of time by email straight away. It's all set up for you, and it will, by its own sort of algorithm, tell you which ones are starting to engage. So later on, you know who to attack. And I think that's very important. That's another thing which perhaps is often missed, is that you do need a lead nurturing system as well, because your leads soon get very big very quickly. So if you can imagine, you know, the first month you've perhaps generated 150 leads, second month another 150 leads, you're already up to 300 leads which need nurturing. And you know, within a couple of months, you know, 300 turns to 600. Do you have a system in place which can cope with that? Because I don't think your team are going to be able to call, you know, 600 leads, email, text them and call them regularly. You do need some automation there to make sure that everyone is being looked after and you're being told when anyone in that journey is ready. So have a think. Have you got your lead nurturing system set up, especially for, you know, fast decision makers and the slower decision makers? Are you nurturing? Are you sending out content that positions you as an expert? You know, takes them through that know, like, and trust, and make sure that it's very easy for them to reach out when they are ready. If you have that in place, then you're not leaving any money on the table, and you're definitely going to see much better results from your lead generation from Facebook and social media. As always, let me know in the comments, you know, what you're doing. I'd love to know how you're nurturing your leads, and have a great week. Thanks, everyone.